this afternoon is Ronald's brother, Michael Lelko, a 2001 graduate of Bloomsburg, and he played football for the Huskies from 1997 to 2000. He was the captain of the 2000 team that reached the NCAA title game and was a two-time All-American, two-time All-Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference, and two-time All-Region honoree. Michael was named the Robert B. Redmond Senior Male Athlete of the Year following his senior season, and also still holds several records for the Bloomsburg football team. Ladies and gentlemen, our 202nd inductee into the Bloomsburg Hall of Fame, Michael Lelko.
Good afternoon. I just want to let my brother know that they did save the best for last, so I wanted to give you a heads up on that. For those of you that know me, I would much rather be running a crossing route of winning 215-pound linebackers or trying to cut them on the field than writing and giving a speech. I am honored to be here today before you as one of the newest members of the Bloomsburg Athletic Hall of Fame. First, I would like to congratulate the other inductees for their outstanding careers and accomplishments here at Bloomsburg University. I would also like to thank the Hall of Fame Committee, Bloomsburg University, and all the people that helped put this beautiful weekend together. I would not be standing before you today if it weren't for my coaches, teammates that I shared the field with over the course of my career. I was lucky enough to start and end my playing career during the golden era of Bloomsburg football. From 1994, when my brother was a redshirt freshman, to 2000, my senior year, Bloomsburg football compiled a 59 wins and 19 losses, 5 PSAC East championships, 2 appearances into the Division II college football playoffs, and 1 trip to the national championship game. During this time, we were led by legendary coach Danny Hale, his staff of outstanding men of character and grit, John Devlin, Jim Monis, Brian McBride, Bill Perkins, Frank Williams, among others, who helped us create a culture that made our teams believe we could play anyone, anywhere, anytime, and win. Over the course of my college career, I had the honor and privilege to play with some of the best players that ever wore the Bloomsburg football jersey. I would not be standing here before you if it weren't for the guys who played alongside me. I was fortunate to play with 11 All-Americans, 3 of which are now in the Hall of Fame, and I implore the Hall of Fame Committee to please take a look at some of the other great players from that era. Anyone that truly knows the game of football will agree that the game is won or lost up front. The heart and soul of any great team is an offensive line. There is no other position that requires more discipline or technique than playing offensive line. Tim Bear, Matt Russell, Manny Henry, Jeff Smith, Sean Faluso, Brian Sullivan, Chris Mullen, Brian Bingaman are just a few that anchored the line over the 4 years that I played. Success as an offensive team hinges on their ability to control the line of scrimmage, and without them, I would not be here. I would also like to thank one person in particular, Eric Miller time. In my humble opinion, he is one of the best quarterbacks to ever play here at Bloomsburg. His stats and records speak for themselves. Eric was also a man of thick skin. He often endured both Lelko brothers, harassing him, saying that we were open, and asking why he didn't throw us the ball. He usually gave us the same 2-word response, and it wasn't Happy Halloween. Lastly, I would like to thank my family for being here, my wife Cassie, our children Mason and Sydney. I love you guys. To my mom Maureen, thank you for everything that you do for our family. My brothers Garrett and Ronald for instilling toughness in me from all the beatings you gave me through the years. And to my dad, who is no longer with us. We miss you and love you, and I know that you're looking down, smiling upon us. In closing, I was fortunate to go to Phillipsburg High School, a school and community with a long-standing tradition and pride for football. Coach Smith, the Grizz as we call him, would often preach to us that you represent the present, past, and future players who wore the garnet and gray. You represent not only your community, but your coaches and your teammates. During my career at Bloomsburg, I continued to do that, but came to the conclusion that I was representing something bigger than just the university, my coaches, and my teammates. At the end of the day, I was representing my family, and the name on my back of my jersey being a Lelko. Dad, who I know is watching up above, and Mom, I hope I didn't disappoint. Thank you.